Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Adam Pearce to blatantly steal WWE fan favorite from Nick Aldis? Exploring hidden clue on Raw. The recent episode of WWE Raw concluded with several intriguing developments, including a major announcement from General Manager Adam Pearce. During the show, Pearce added Damian Priest to the World Heavyweight Championship match between Finn Balor and Gunther for Saturday night's main event. This move indeed raised the stakes for the upcoming world title bout. However, what caught fans' attention was a subtle backstage moment involving Pearce and Tiffany Stratton. As Seth Rollins walked out for his segment, eagle-eyed viewers spotted Pearce conversing with Ms. Money in the Bank. This interaction is particularly intriguing given WWE's recent transfer window announcement, which allows superstars to switch brands. Currently, Tiffany Stratton is a SmackDown star, but her discussion with Pearce suggests he might be plotting to steal Tiffy time to Raw. With her increasing popularity in the WWE universe, moving Stratton to the Red brand could strengthen the women's division, especially before Raw's Netflix debut. Also, if Stratton still has her MITB briefcase during the potential brand switch, she could cash in on Liv Morgan or whoever holds the Women's World Championship at the time. It will be interesting to see how this potential power move unfolds and whether Adam Pearce can outmaneuver Nick Aldis to secure one of SmackDown's rising stars. It seems like Adam Pearce isn't the only general manager making strategic moves. On the latest episode of SmackDown, Nick Aldis was also spotted in a backstage conversation with Dominic Mysterio. This was similar to what we have seen between Pearce and Tiffany Stratton on Raw. This subtle interaction suggests that the national treasure is equally determined to keep the blue brand stacked, especially with Raw's highly anticipated Netflix debut on the horizon. Meanwhile, undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes also appeared on Raw this week. However, a brand switch for the American Nightmare seems unlikely. With major stars like CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and even Roman Reigns rumored to join Raw's roster, keeping Rhodes on SmackDown could help balance the star power across both brands. Overall, the transfer window storyline opens endless possibilities for WWE superstars to switch brands soon. As these behind-the-scenes conversations unfold, the next few weeks will surely bring more twists and surprises in the Stamford-based promotion. This is especially due to the developing power struggle between the GMs. In a plot that has WWE fans buzzing, Adam Pearce, WWE's consummate backstage official, has seemingly crossed a line, one that threatens to upend alliances and ignite a brand war of epic proportions. The tension between Pearce and SmackDown's general manager, Nick Aldis, has been simmering for weeks, but the events of this past Monday's Raw suggest that Pearce has embarked on a brazen mission, stealing one of WWE's brightest fan favorites right out from under Aldis's nose. To fully appreciate the unfolding drama, let's dive into the events leading up to this shocking development and dissect the subtle clues that WWE sprinkled throughout RAW since Nick Aldis's debut as SmackDown's general manager. His authoritative yet calculated style has drawn comparisons to Pearce, who has long served as the steadying presence on Raw. Their mutual respect and occasional playful jabs seemed harmless at first. However, as the Survivor Series approached, cracks began to form in their professional relationship. The Raw vs. SmackDown dynamic reignited an age-old rivalry, and with both shows vying for supremacy, it was clear that neither man was willing to lose. Adding fuel to the fire was Aldis' recruitment strategy. His roster acquisitions, including fan favorites like LA Knight and Shotzi, have significantly bolstered SmackDown's appeal. Pearce, ever the opportunist, appeared to take this as a personal challenge. Enter the fan favorite, a superstar beloved for their charisma, work ethic, and ability to electrify the crowd. While the name of this individual remained shrouded in mystery during the initial segments of Raw, all signs pointed to a performer who had recently teased a major career decision. Fans speculated wildly online, with names like Montez Ford, Chad Gable, and even Rhea Ripley circulating in the rumor mill. The storyline gained momentum when Pearce, in an unusually cryptic backstage promo, hinted at a game-changing acquisition. Sometimes, he said, you've got to take risks to stay ahead. Raw deserves the best, and I'm not afraid to make bold moves. His tone, equal parts confident and defiant, sent shockwaves through the WWE universe. WWE is known for its intricate storytelling, often dropping subtle hints that only the most eagle-eyed fans catch. This week's Raw was no exception. Here are some of the hidden clues that suggest Pearce's bold move to steal a SmackDown talent. During a backstage segment featuring Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, a mysterious figure's silhouette appeared in the background. Fans quickly noticed that the shadow bore a striking resemblance to a certain SmackDown superstar, someone who had been rumored to have creative frustrations under Aldis's management. The brief cameo was never acknowledged on commentary, leaving fans speculating about its significance. Later in the show, Pearce was shown entering a private meeting room with an unnamed individual. The camera lingered just long enough to catch a glimpse of a familiar logo on the folder he was carrying: the SmackDown insignia. This subtle detail hinted that Pearce might be in talks with a talent currently under Aldis's jurisdiction. During Raw's broadcast, the WWE's official Twitter account posted a peculiar message. What happens when loyalty is tested? Find out soon. #WWE Raw. The tweet, coupled with Pearce's earlier promo, seemed to suggest that a betrayal was imminent. The night's final clue came during a backstage interview with Pearce. When asked about his game-changing acquisition, he simply smiled and said, "Contracts are meant to be signed, and bridges are meant to be crossed. Stay tuned." This statement, delivered with an air of smugness, left fans wondering if he had already secured his target. If Pearce's actions on Raw were any indication, Nick Aldis will not take this lying down. SmackDown's next episode promises to be must-see TV, as Aldis is expected to address the situation head-on. Will he confront Pearce publicly, or will he double down on his own recruitment efforts to retaliate? Fans are also eager to see how the stolen talent reacts. Will they embrace their new home on Raw, or will they find themselves caught in the crossfire of a bitter rivalry between the two GMs? The Pearce-Aldis storyline has injected new life into WWE's brand rivalry. While Survivor Series traditionally pits Raw and SmackDown against each other, this year's event feels personal. The tension between Pearce and Aldis has elevated the stakes, turning what could have been a routine inter-brand feud into a gripping narrative. From a storytelling perspective, the move to have Pearce blatantly poach a SmackDown talent is a masterstroke. It not only highlights his competitive nature, but also sets the stage for a long-term feud with Aldis. Moreover, it blurs the lines between kayfabe and reality, as WWE continues to explore themes of loyalty, ambition, and the lengths people will go to achieve success. As fans eagerly await the next chapter in this saga, theories abound regarding the identity of the stolen talent. Some believe it could be Montez Ford, whose singles aspirations have been well documented. Others point to Chad Gable, whose recent push as a singles competitor has made him a prime target for either brand. A more outlandish theory involves Rhea Ripley, with some fans speculating that her absence from recent programming might be tied to this storyline. Whoever the talent turns out to be, one thing is clear: WWE has succeeded in capturing the audience's imagination. The Pearce-Aldis rivalry has become must-watch television, and fans are eager to see how this power struggle plays out. Adam Pearce's brazen attempt to steal a fan favorite from Nick Aldis has set the stage for one of WWE's most compelling storylines in recent memory. With hidden clues on Raw hinting at a major betrayal and the promise of fallout on SmackDown, the WWE Universe is on the edge of its seat. As the battle for brand supremacy heats up, one question looms large: how far will Pearce go to ensure Raw remains on top? And perhaps more importantly, how will Aldis respond to this act of defiance? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the road to Survivor Series just got a whole lot more interesting.